find everything you need today?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Oh, God. No.
Everything okay, ma'am?
It's just that you've only scanned a few items and it's already $60. I'm so scared.
Okay, I'm a trained professional, ma'am. I've scanned a lot of groceries. I need you to stay with me.
It's just that my in-laws are in town and they want a charcuterie board.
This isn't gonna be easy, so I need you to be brave, all right? What's your name?
Patricia.
Trisha, all right. I need you to take a deep breath. We're about to do the cheese.
Oh my God! The numbers are going up so fast! Why do we have to be at Balderson's house?
Don't look up there. It only makes it worse. Keep your eyes on me, okay?
Can't you just scan something less expensive?
I can, but let's not forget, it's the little things that add up, all right? Now brace yourself. I'm about to do the mixed nuts.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out!
Okay, bite down on this, Patricia. Get ready. I'm gonna do the cured meats.
No, stop! I can't do this anymore!
It's too late. There's a line behind you, okay? You're locked in.
I'm not strong enough.
I know it looks like a lot right now, but I promise you, you're gonna get home and you're gonna wonder, what did I even buy? You've got this, Patricia. Get ready. I'm gonna weigh the grapes.
Oh, what have you done to me, you son of
Okay, your total's $257.84.
No!
You gotta dig deep. This is the hardest part. Patricia, it's time to pay.
Peace and blessings to the chosen. Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the icon pushing this truth, sincerity, and charity, risking their lives with freedom to do so. I honor brother Yalad. And I started off with this video. Fair use for educational purposes. Even though it was some folly and it was kind of funny. And on a serious note, this is what the scriptures talk about and how things will become unlivable, unbearable. So I'm going to start off with Isaiah 32:10. It says, "Many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come." Now, of course, this may pertain more so to an event that happened in the ancient world, but this also is coming back around, that there'll be not just famine of the word, but there'll be famine of goods as far as it becoming expensive. So I went to the blue letter for the vintage, and it says vintage grape crop. It wasn't giving me what I really wanted, but I went to the etymology. It says harvest of grapes, yield of wine from vineyard. So it goes into having goods. You could just say goods. It's specifically saying wine, right, and grapes, and even in this video, he did weigh the grapes, but yeah, generally, the general population here in the West is careless, and this is talking about rise up careless daughters, and now that's going to the women of our people, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, the true Israelites, right. But this also can be used to pertain to just in general as our nation as a whole, as the nation of Israel, and it can go into, because the Lord likened Israel as a delicate woman, it says in the scriptures. But yeah, and it may be a meme and a joking and a laughing matter sometimes, but as they say, the same things that make us laugh make us cry. And here it does say that they shall lament, It says for the teats, for the pleasant field. Maybe I want teats, so I'll grab teats. See if there's something there in the teats. Okay, side, breast, bosom. But yeah, there's I was just thinking to myself today, like, man, it whatever happened to just going to work and being a average Joe, like the way this economy is, it's just gonna force people to have to rob each other, man. And all the layoffs going on, it's like you can't just be a average Joe and just work your job and mind your business. It's too many perils out here in the real world. And so Ecclesiastes 12:3, it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few." A lot of those layoffs and a lot of these jobs getting replaced by machine, AI, so on and so forth. Egypt gonna be out of work, like the scripture says. And those that look out the windows be darkened. And why they darken looking out the windows? Because there's no hope in this. There's no future in this place. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. He shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low." So it's not nothing good really coming to this modern day Babylon, this Rome 2.0, the US of A. Is nothing good coming. It's only going to get worse and worse. The prices are only going up and up and up. It's not going down. It's not going the other way. It's been rising since decades. Even when the gallon of gas used to be like a nickel or a dime at a point in time, and now it's just hyperinflated over all these decades. So, like I said, it just, now scripture does say not that the days before were better, but to an extent they were better. Like your grandparents could buy a house off their simple job and buy cars, and but the power of the dollar was stronger back then. And now it's inflated and weak. But it does say not. I might try to grab it if you bear with me for just a moment. If I can't find it, I'm gonna let it go. Ecclesiastes 10:7. "Say not thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these? For thou dost not inquire wisely concerning this." Right. So, yeah, the days were better before, to an extent, because it was still hell. Jake's still going through it. It was still hell, regardless. And that doesn't mean that, Babylon could be healed, right? There's no going back, right? That time is over. But we say not to, is the reason why I'm saying this is that don't say it like you miss it. Don't say it like as it can be something that could be fixed, right? What caused the day, like as if you miss it, right? But to an extent, it was better. Things were more affordable, and now because it's becoming harder and harder, your average upstanding citizen, right, is working at least 2 jobs here in the U.S. According to statistics, they're working 2 jobs at least. So that means that a major portion has to be doing like 3 or 4 jobs. A significant portion has to be doing, and it's to the extent like you get pushed constantly to the corner, constantly being your limit, being pushed until you just snap, you just crash out. And it's a lot of crashing out going on these days, a lot of bugging out going on these days. And that modern day upstanding citizen can't take it no more. And the days where you used to just be an average Joe, you give your neighbor a cup of sugar and a bottle of hot sauce because they was either lazy to get it to the store, they were too lazy to get from the store, or whatever the reason, your neighbor would knock on your door and ask for some syrup for their waffles, right? It's not going to be any of that anymore. The neighbors are not going to be knocking, or they're going to be knocking the door down. 2nd Esdras 15:19, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for great tribulation." And I'm going to say this as a man, I don't believe in the food shortage or shortage of any kind of resources as far as like what's necessary, pertinent to living. I say that as a man. I believe it's elites and rich people at the top hoarding and hogging all the resources and trying to starve people out so that they can manipulate and control people that they deem underneath them or less fortunate than them or the poor. But that's just me as a man saying that. Nevertheless, I touched these main 3 scriptures I really wanted to hit though. I also brought out that other one, that the days were better before. But I actually get another one. The red letters. Because this is the spirit that needs to be Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And the Lord, on his way of returning, this is the things that are going to happen. A house is divided cannot stand. And that's what you see in this country. It feels like a civil war about to erupt. And that's what's going to be going on in households. It says the people that you live with. The next verse, a man's foe shall be they of his own household. And why is that? Hey, when the resources get low, right, the colors start showing. That's going to be one of the things to really make people get at each other. You know, the people you live with. And it says it's going to be so bad, you're going to have mothers actually trying to cook their own babies, man. That spirit going to come back around. It's going to be a time like no other. So Lord willing, all of this is edifying. I'm going to close it out at that. Peace and blessings to the chosen. Kwame Asharala, Abba Ball.